What up, everybody? This is another episode of the Audio Critic, and I've been kidnapped by all your guys' love. Give it back. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. This is a special video. I wouldn't say special, but I went to this movie. One of my friends saw that I went to the movie. Sorry. And they were like, you gotta do a review on that. And I said, because you asked, I will do this video. So Sean, here's your video. Don't forget to comment on it. Anyways, this is it's a good day to be in the neighborhood. The Fred Rogers story, or Mr. Rogers, which, let me say from the beginning, it was different than I thought it was going to be. Turned out it wasn't too much about Fred Rogers as I thought. It was more about the guy that he was with, which his name is Lloyd Vogel. But entertainment, let me tell you, I was intrigued to learn. Loud ass motherfuckers. Anyways, I was intrigued to learn, who Mr. Rogers was. And I thought it was going to do, the beginning of his life and all that. But it wasn't. It took part, it was interesting how they filmed it. Where, it started off, him doing this, I want you to meet one of my friends, and this person, and then that's how I got to know the guy. But entertainment, for PG, it was just like the show, it was directed towards kids, or the kids and us, because remember Mr. Rogers, but it touched on a lot of tough subjects, like forgiveness and all that, how hard it is to forgive somebody, and move on, and that's what I'm feeling in my life too. So I think it was very interesting of me seeing this at the time, because people that I need to forgive and move on from, it was very relatable. Now, it wasn't with my father, but some friends and all that. I don't know, maybe it was just the perfect time in my life to see this, especially going into the new year. So for me, for entertainment, it wasn't action or all that. It was all character based, and I know that some things that didn't really happen and whatnot, but for it being character based, I found the characters very interesting. Even if maybe they rushed and things, I don't know, because I wasn't there. I don't know how exactly everything fell in the timeline. For me, for it only being an hour and 45-minute movie, it went by pretty fast. So I'll give entertainment a 4 or an 8, whatever you want to say. 4 out of 5 or 8 out of 10. Longevity. So here's the problem I was thinking about this movie. We got a lot of autobiography movies, but then technically this isn't a super autobiography. It was more about Lloyd and his struggles and how Mr. Rogers helped him and all that. So I don't know where that really leaves this movie, because it's not I don't want to say Bohemian Rhapsody, because it wasn't really my favorite autobiography, but it won an Oscar, so we'll put that out there. But it also wasn't a really crappy movie. So I think if it can win some type of Oscar or whatever, maybe best biography. I don't know if they have that, but if they do, if they can win for that, then yeah, I feel like it'd be longevity for some people. But if not, I feel like it's we right in the middle for people. If it's on Netflix, if it's easier to reach, then I feel like it would have a longevity, whether it's Hulu, Netflix, or whatever. So I'm gonna give it a 3 because I can see myself sitting down wanting to watch this movie again. Does it fit the genre? It was very drama like, especially with the issues, family issues, and there's nothing messier than family. Um, but it had me conflicted because it was very drama based, but it was I don't know how to explain it because it wasn't like the movie was full of drama. Yeah, when they were talking and all that because it was a little comedic and all that, but being a biography is supposed to be, and it's not really Mr. Rogers Lloyd. I don't know like how factual because I have heard a couple of things that didn't really happen. But that's any biography movie. But I'll say a 3.75 for Doesn't Fit the Genre. Because to me when a drama is there's something on the line of losing, whether it's a loved one. I mean, technically did, but at the same time, if he ended his life with not knowing his father, I don't feel like he would have regretted it as much as some people would because he always saw his father in a certain light and nobody was going to change that. Besides Mr. Rogers, so if he never met him, I don't feel like his life would have been meaningless any less or whatnot. But he did fill that hole in his heart. But that, we all gotta do that in our life. We can't always, it was up to him in the long run to forgive him. So, I didn't think about my song of the video, but let's see. What would be a good song for this? I will say, I'll do a quick song search. Coming Back Down by Hollywood Undead. If you listen to it, you understand why. But now to get into some spoilers. So we'll talk about how they filmed it. What I thought was interesting was anytime they were going from a place to place, whether airplane and all that, it was all miniatures, like the show, like the train and all that. I thought that was very interesting. And some of the way that they panned out to make you feel like Mr. Rogers was actually talking to you. Obviously Tom Hanks. But it felt like a very personal kind of move, how he, what they were saying that he made people feel like. And I think that was a good message that, it is a burden sometimes to be that person who people always come to, but at the same time, it also makes you feel good that people come to you when they have a problem. And, people you can feel like you're being used and all that, but if you use it in the right way, you can really make a change in people's life, just by listening to them. And then how this one guy Lloyd couldn't believe that this guy was as good as he really was, because there's always something wrong with somebody. And his wife said it best in the movie that he's not perfect. He works on his personal demons just like anybody else, but he learns how to deal with them in not an angry way. And that's what I think we do in this world. Learn how to do that. We're not quick to always get upset when something doesn't go our way. Whether for me it's like this channel and what happened recently and all that stuff, or where I see myself, or for just, you know, simple misunderstanding instead of, you know, wanting to think that you're right. You know, sometimes, you know, you gotta just listen to the other side and come with a medium and how to make things work. You know, it's us humans' ability to make things better for the world. And I think Mr. Rogers was a good stepping stone for that. But to find out, like, the relationship that Lloyd had with his father, where he wouldn't even call him dad, or, you know, and I did find out that this didn't really happen where they got in a fight. Him and his dad didn't get in a fight at the wedding. They did get in a fight, but it wasn't there. Supposedly, like, his sister didn't even get married, which is weird. Also, I found it interesting that this movie's been trying to get made for 10 years, but the people have been writing the script trying to get exactly as much detail as they could, the characters right, and Tom Hanks said he read the script like 8 years ago, and then finally, you know, it happens. And honestly, I wasn't disappointed in this movie. You know, I wanted a good, heartfelt movie that made me want to feel like I want to be a better person and all that. And you know what? I got that movie. You know, it makes you realize that not everybody has a motive besides wanting to be nice to people and make them feel better. And that's what I think the world needs more of. I think the world definitely needs more of Mr. Rogers. Also, we can't have a world full of them because not everybody's built that way, but I think, you know, being a little bit nicer or being more understanding, or, you know, not making everything about yourself is a good thing to take away from this movie. So I think you guys should watch it. Like I said, it was a little bit more different, where I thought it was going to be more about Mr. Rogers, and not so much about Lloyd and his relationship. But, you know, it was still the filming of it. There was this one scene, and to me, it was one of the most powerful scenes in the movie, where he asked for a minute of silence, and he's just they're looking at each other, and the camera pans, and you don't know if Mr. Rogers is looking at you. And it was just like full on, like at least 30 seconds, him just like looking at you. And it looks like he's about to have a tear coming out of his eye. I mean, it was a great performance by Tom Hanks. You know, all of the actors, I feel like they did a good job. And I feel like it deserves a lot of praise. And I didn't feel like it got as much, but it definitely is worth watching if you like drama movies. And, you know, for being a PG, you know, it touched on a lot of tough subjects. One little fun fact before I leave that I thought was funny. They have a scene, where they talk about Mr. Rogers when he has a lot on his mind and all that. He likes to go swimming and all that. And I found out, this is one weird thing about Mr. Rogers, that they depicted him in wearing a bathing suit, or shorts, or whatever you want to call it, trunks. But actually, Mr. Rogers liked to swim naked. Look it up. Not fucking with you. And so that's funny to me. Anyways, Sean, thanks for asking for this video. Where the fuck is my controller? I don't know. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Hold on, everybody. Oh my god, where the fuck did I put that? Oh, there it is. How the fuck? Oh, I forgot at the beginning of the video. Anyways, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. I'll be here. You comment, I'll comment back. Hope you like the new lights. I'm going to be changing them per video. And let's get up to 100. let's go to the next level. And then also don't forget, my next video will be my New Year's Day video where I'm going to talk about the future of everything. What I want to see, what I want to do, what's my goals, what I want to see from you guys, and and after that, I believe my next video is The Grudge. So for your horror fans, keep a tune out for that. And remember, stay classy.